That's Hunter.
And we're back. What's good, guys? I'm gonna teach you guys everything I know about how to remix songs. Let's get into it. So here's step number 1. Look for sonics that the original does not have. If it already has an 808 in it, you might want to try an electric bass patch, or vice versa. If the original has an electric bass, these are contrasting sonics that will literally draw the listener in. So I'm going to give you guys an example of this. So I flipped Earth, Wind & Fire's Can't Hide Love, and this literally went viral. All right, so here's what I mean. Here's the original with electric bass. All right, and that's as much as I can play, or else I'll get demonetized. But you get my point. So that has electric bass in it, right? So I'm going to play you how I flipped it. Let's check this out. Okay, I'm contrasting frequencies here. So I'm using an 808. This 808 is from my That's Hunter 808s. Link in the description for that. This is literally driving the remix. So the original has a snare in it. So I used a rim shot to program the drums. Again, contrast. And these drums are from my vintage crate kits. Link in the description for that. So all I did was just pretty much play along to the original record. Step 2, reharming is so essential for remixing, especially to catch the listener's ear in a new way. So this is It Could Be Worse by Andy Mineo, and I flipped this to be a crazy chill joint, but the original is hardcore trap.
Sir, I told her surprise me, it must surprise me, man. All of my hills be wildin', man. Look at what happened to Cosby, man.
Now here's how I flipped it to be a chill mix.
Worse, used to be scared of the first. I used to pack up the merch, go to the show, had to put square on my phone. I used to pray that it work, ain't always work. I used to play at the church, that it didn't come with no perks. Hey, what's the verse? Come to me all over thirst. You got little water for sure.
All right, so you get the point. Now I'm going to show you guys how to reharm. So the common tone here is this F. So what's so dope about common tones is you can literally play different chords that's riding on the same note. So we have the note F. Then we could come down here and do like a G minor. And then we have like a G flat major 7. Then we could come down here and do C minor. All riding on that F. That's my general approach with reharm. And guys, if you want to dive deeper into chords, I have another video in the description for you guys for that. And you can check out my Vibes MIDI pack. This will literally give you a fast forward experience. All right, guys, so we're going to make a remix on the fly. I want to remix my own song, so that kind of has more of a trap feel to it. So we're going to make this more on the chill side. So let's go ahead and throw this in here. Let's do vocal and instrumental. Okay, so let's process this file. Boom. Just drag it right over here. And to figure out the tempo, I recommend you drag in the original and the acapella as well, so you can get the BPM. You can do Option Command T on your keyboard if you're a Logic Pro user, and it'll analyze the file for you and it'll give you the BPM. So I'll do about like an 8-bar loop.
Hey, I got what I need and you found the answer to every problem now.
I'm gonna be using my boys' drums from OneUpLoops.com. Link in the description for that. I have a code for you guys.
Hey, I got what I need and you found the answer to every problem now.
Do one more and then just copy and paste that pattern. So what I'm gonna do is take all of that first half, and just paste it over. Boom. Just do Command R. Now we have that repeated. Next, we're gonna get the snare on the 2 and 4.
Hey, I got what I need and you found the answer.
Next thing I'm gonna do is just get a hi-hat loop to drag in here.
Hey, I got.
Then what I'm gonna do is delay these hi-hats behind the beat. So I'm gonna come over here to delay and delay these a couple of ticks.
Hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now.
That's solid right there. Now, let's get to the fun part.
Way to be good. Hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer
Yeah, I like that.
to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way to be good.
We got to record that.
If you want or not, but hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way to be good. Hey, I got what I need and you have found.
I like to mesh 808s with live drums, a sonically pleasing combination.
If you want or not, but hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way to be good. Hey, I got.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is change a note in here and change that note to this.
Find a way to be good.
There we go. So one thing I like to do is mix while I go. So I need that beater like in my face. Put some EQ on that kick.
Hey, I got what I
Yeah.
need and you have found the answer to every.
I'm going to layer this up with a patch from Arcade called Space Dust. Yeah.
Every problem now, even though. Hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way to be good. Hey, I got. If you want or not, but hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way to be good. Hey, I got what.
Yeah. So that's starting to give me a vibe. The next thing that I like to do is layer this up with like some type of movement. All right, this is the Jazz Stack Dudes from Omnisphere, and I put a whole bunch of stuff on here like RC20 to make it sound a little bit more human. Put some EQ, one knot pumper, and some flanger on this just to give it that nice feel like that.
If you want or not, but hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way to be good. If you want or not, but hey, I got what I need and you have found the answer to every problem now. Even though I'm not always true, you still find a way
Yeah.
to be good. Emotional high is not a fantasy. Yeah, you're real to me. God of my life, you see me inside and you still love me. Why would I not wanna be yours? You got my attention, it ain't about a feeling, but you make me feel like I'm yours. As if I'm the only one, but not, it's the whole world, daughters and sons, I'm a nom.
You guys got value out of this video. If you did, give your boy a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and turn on bell notifications.
Especially if you're a Logic Pro user.
And if you want to take your production to the next level, check out these videos right over here. Bruh, y'all hear how loud these fans is? I gotta upgrade my computer, bruh. That's just unacceptable.